All right.
monitor
Yeah,
how it's
man.
going.
Yeah.
Tell me, boy.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. The Unlimited Truth is back. Your boy Unlimited. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, but the Unlimited Truth is back. You know, yesterday I did the Unlimited Hangout, had an excellent time with the chat. Well, today I got the band back together. You know, and we're going to talk some video game news, and we got to talk Sony. You know what I'm saying? I know. This is an Xbox channel, but trust me, guys, it's going to tie into Xbox, right? It is. Because that's where we're at. You know, the video game industry is very fluid right now, and with all these changes, we're just seeing this massive shift, right? We're seeing this massive shift and how gaming is going to function. And the truth of the matter is, Xbox was at the forefront of it all, right? So everybody, sit back, relax, and we're going to have a great show for you guys. And to get it started, as always, we introduce the chat. So I'm going to start with the first lady of chat, Daya4568. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Dia 4568, First Lady of Chat. To anybody who's out there, oh, we got somebody already, Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. Welcome to the Unlimited Truth. And yeah, we're glad to have you all here today. And this is going to be an interesting subject because we need to sometimes look at the industry as a whole to understand where we're all headed. So I'm looking forward to today's topic.
Awesome stuff there. And next up, the number one with the gun, Sega Man 101. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man 101 back with another Unlimited Truth. You know, with the true Xbox family in here with the First Lady of Chat, our brother DJ Tuck Master Man. Yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be an interesting show tonight, Unlimited, and I can't wait to get into it, man. Yeah, to talk about these things that are going on and things that are going to be happening. It's just the way it is. The things that are happening right now in gaming, things that are going to be changing, man. It's just the way it is, man. You know, but yeah, I'm glad to be here with you, Unlimited. You know, for the holidays, man, and for the Unlimited Truth. And I hope we have a great show, guys.
Yep, yep. And last but not least, at least so far, the host of the Lions Den podcast, the guy who hates ponies and ponies hate him, Tuck Master. Introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody. That's your boy DJ Tugmaster. The original pony killer. I can't stand ponies, and they can't stand me. So let's just get this thing on rolling because I've been waiting to talk about this for a long time.
Mm. Yeah, definitely, Tuck. Definitely, we're about to get into it. Frank Castle, thank you for joining. Gunzy, appreciate the kind words there. But to start off, Sony becomes Kadokawa's biggest shareholder as company forms alliance. So pretty much, if we all knew that for about a month now, word came out that Sony was trying to pick up Kadokawa, the of publisher of From Software, the developers of Dark Souls and Elden Ring, right? And based off the initial rumors, and this is why I like to specify rumors, right? Because everybody jumped there, they lost their mind. Oh, Xbox, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, Xbox. Sony's going to take Elden Ring away from you, which if even if they afforded, that wasn't going to happen, right? And it turns out the best Sony could do is a partnership. Womp womp womp. And Kenneth J. Williams said Kadokawa must more than they could afford. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Kenneth J. Williams. That's 100% the case. You know, that's why Sony can only invest so much in them. And anyone and we this is something that although I didn't really talk about it publicly, a lot of Xbox people try to tell y'all that Sony can't afford them. Listen, if Sony could afford what Xbox has been doing this last 5 years, 5 6 years, they would have done so. But the reality is they can't, right? They can't. This is why the route that they go are the time exclusives. Excuse me, paying for third party stuff off Xbox for a year or two, and it's which is by the way has been a failing strategy. Um, but I just find this funny that and I and what did was I try to scour the internet. You know what I'm saying before I go to this show before I start podcasts. I scour the internet. I read various look, various sources and all that stuff, just to be sure. And I've noticed that there's no clickbait. There's no Sony. What's wrong with Sony? They can't afford Kadokawa. There's none of that, right? They're all painting this as a good thing. And I'm saying, hold your brakes on that, because damn well when Sony was looking to purchase an alliance where they could only put, I believe, 10%, right? A 10% stake at most was not their end goal. But with that said, I am going to start with the homie Sega Man. Sega Man, you there?
Yes.
Yeah, Sega Man. So what are your thoughts on this? Sony unable to buy a publisher, and by the way, we're heading to a year where Microsoft might piss a lot of people off, because they're clearly getting ready to buy stuff. So what are your thoughts on Sony's inability to purchase major publishers to keep up with Xbox?
Bro, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I've been saying this, and actually, Unlimited, most of us, even when we were young, in the younger days of podcasting, Sony, people gotta understand something, man. Microsoft is a juggernaut. I mean, they can't keep up with the Joneses, bro. All right. Microsoft is the Joneses. They can't keep up with the Joneses, man. They just can't, man. They can't. Even, I mean, them getting a partnership, I mean, they're not going to damage control that, like you said. They're not going to make videos about that. They're not going to do a podcast about that. Sony's in trouble. They can only get partnership. They're not going to do nothing like that, man. It's like everything's okay. But if it was Xbox that was in Sony's shoes, right? And Microsoft could only get a partnership or Xbox, we wouldn't hear the end of it, Unlimited. We hear about it for until next year. We would hear about it all day, every day. But now that Sony can only get a partnership, guys, and First Lady of chat, they ain't talking about it. They're not talking about it, because let's just it is what it is, and let's keep it a buck. Sony is broke. Sony is broke. That's why their games are going on PC. That's what they should have done in the first time. Look, when Microsoft first said they were going to do games on PC, that's when they should have did it, because they like to follow suit anyways. You should have followed suit then. Maybe they would have been in a different position right now. You know what I mean? Because they do copycat, but if they would have did it sooner, okay, things might be a little bit different. But now we're getting their games. Look, I bought Death Stranding. I played Death Stranding. I have hours in it. I'm playing, Indiana right now, but I'm going to go back to Death Stranding, but I bought it. I think a lot of Xbox gamers bought Death Stranding. It's not for everybody like our brother Unlimited, but there's a lot of people that bought Death Stranding on Xbox. And Hiro Kojima, I mean, I think we're going to see, like Unlimited said too, we're going to start getting a lot more of Sony PlayStation games. And they're going to be hating on it, and that's just too bad. We play games. See, we always said that, Unlimited. We always said we play games, we support our developers, we support our IP. How long have we been saying that, Unlimited? We've been saying that for a long time. Me, you, Hebot, E-Rock, Tuck, Zinc, 100, everybody. First Lady of Chat, everybody. We support our games. They do not support gaming, Unlimited. That's why they're where they're at right now. That's why they can only afford to have a partnership with a developer company, gaming company, because their fan base, they're not buying the games, bruh. They're only playing free to play games. If you look at the statistics with Sony players, they're not buying games like that. They're not buying games like that. They're playing free to play games. They're playing and buying NBA 2K, and Call of Duty is probably in that roster. But they do not buy games like we do, bro. They do not. They do not buy games like the Xbox fan base, bro. We buy games. That's why we keep getting great games in Game Pass, right? That's why we keep getting them buying more developers, right? Companies, because we're investing in Xbox. We're buying the games and saying names. You know what I mean? So they can't do nothing about it. Like I said, we're really eating good over here. And I mean that when I say that. If you're a gamer and you're an Xbox gamer, you are eating good over here. There is no other company that can touch us right now when it comes to the best value for your buck for gaming. There just isn't. And them getting a little partnership, that don't mean nothing to me, man. I'm not trying to be mean unlimited. I am a gamer at the end of the day, but that doesn't mean nothing to me. I play on Xbox as my preferred console because I'm a console gamer. I'm a console gamer first, and then I play on PC sometimes because I have a laptop. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I'll play on my phone. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I mean, that doesn't mean nothing, man. And they're not going to talk about Unlimited. You're not going to hear them talk about it. They're going to, if they do talk about Unlimited, hey, I think that's great. I think that's great that Sony's partnership with Kadokawa. I think that's that's what they're going to say. They're not going to damage control that Unlimited. They're not. They're not going to say, hey, you know what, Sony? You're in trouble right now. You know, you need to do something. They're not going to say nothing like that Unlimited. They're going to try to put Band-Aids on it, act like there's nothing wrong, you know, at the end of the day, and put up that brick wall. They're going to act like nothing's wrong, and that's the greatest thing since sliced bread that this happened. You'll see. You know, you'll see the 30 frames per second podcast and all them with Porter Potty and all them. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do, brother Tuck. That's what he's going to do, man. They're going to damage control everything when it comes to Sony, man. And you know what? That's what I got to say on Unlimited. I cannot wait to hear Daya's opinion on it and Tuck and what they think about it. But at the end of the day, Unlimited and everybody in the chat, Sony is in trouble, and they better start doing more by putting their games on everything. If they want to stay in the game, they're going to have to do that, bro. And they're starting to do it a little bit right now, but you better start doing more if you want to stay with the Joneses, bro. Because when it comes to Microsoft, forget it. They can't do it, and they know they can't. So they better do something, Unlimited, bro. That's all I got to say on that, my man.
Excellently there put there, Sega man. And 100% spot on. Hey, what's up, Coco Fiend, David Cohen, Faded Blaze, Six Layer, and Metroplex Gaming. But yeah, Metroplex had a great point. He said the next Elden Ring and future FromSoft games will be multi-plat as business as usual. The Sony donkeys have egg on their face and eating crow right now. Yeah,
that's right.
And here's the thing, and this is what I talked about a bit yesterday about the console war mindset. People got to get out this idea that that the old way, that the old standard is going to be here forever, because it's clearly not. And what these PlayStation fans want, they want stuff like this to happen. They want Sony to pick up Kadokawa. The again, for those who don't know, they're the owner, the publishers for software and all that. They want them so that they could throw it in our face. But the problem has been proved. It's been proven for years now. And Sega Man's been saying it forever. Y'all aren't buying your games. You aren't playing your games, right? And it's been proven that y'all talk big. PlayStation fans, they talk bigger than their wallets are showing. And there's a reason why Sony. Listen, I keep trying to tell you guys, if Sony would have done this stuff years ago, if they could afford it to keep it with Xbox, but they can't, they won't, and that's why the best they could do is a partnership. Zinc, man, what's up, Zinc?
Hey, man, I heard y'all doing something, so I decided to sneak on here real quick. What's going on?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, yo, everybody coming tonight, man. I just need E-Rock and He-Bot to show up, and we have a perfect show. But yeah, right. Zinc, man,
what's happening, brother Zinc? Man,
I'm telling the most, man.
The way Zinc is.
What's happening, bro? It's been a while.
He was like in shock or something.
It's my man Zinc. Yeah, man, what's up?
Man. Yeah. Oh man, Zinc, man, it's great to hear your voice, man. And I know you're gonna chime. Yeah, I know you're gonna chime in when necessary.
Yeah.
Tuck Master, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, Tuck. I know you've been chopping at the bit to talk about this, and it's great to hear your voice again too, man. Because I missed y'all. But Tuck, as you see on screen, Sony becomes Kadokawa's biggest shareholder as company forms alliance. Womp. And some of y'all might be thinking, why are you saying that? Womp. Because they were looking to purchase them. It was looking for a buyout. You know, not a partnership, but as usual, Sony can't afford what Xbox is going to be doing. By the way, here's a warning for the Xbox hater now, Xbox gonna be buying up more publishers or developers next year. But Tuck, let me get your thoughts on this, man. What do you think about?
Let's add something to that real quick.
Yeah,
Sony is their largest. I don't know if you said this, but Sony is their largest shareholder with a whopping 10%.
Yep, I did say
just
that. Yep,
10%. All right, go ahead.
That's the best they could do. But Tuck, man, I gotta hear your thoughts on this one. What are your thoughts on Sony's inability to, and this is what all it is, keep up with Xbox by trying to get a publisher, and the best they could do is an alliance.
Well, I'm gonna play this, fellas. I've been looking at their stock too. Kadokawa, their stock ain't looking good either. Their stock is down real low too. But so when it comes down to it, they had to do something. But the thing about, I understand what Kadokawa wanted to do. They said, okay, you know what, Sony, if you want it, you better buy us, and which that make perfectly sense. But what people don't know is this: that this guy came out on let me see, on CNN, and he just told the truth. He said if Kadokawa sells to Sony, they're more like selling their soul, because they ain't gonna have no freedom, and which is true. But now Sony just getting 10% of the company. Okay, you know what? Like, that's a big deal. But you know what? People don't understand, man. Hey, Kadokawa, when's the last time? Well, let me ask you, besides Elden Ring, when's the last time they had anything big? I'm being serious. What other game do they have besides Elden Ring? Do y'all know?
Yeah, you know, they released the Dark Souls games and Armored Core 6. So you know, so it's pretty much just, you know, From Software in their library. I'm trying to see what else they have under their wings.
Oh no! I mean,
Yeah,
they all like mostly Souls-like games, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's games that don't only make money at point of sale. There's no reoccurring profit. Those games, they talk big, but they're not massive. You know, Elden Ring was a big game, but that's all they had.
But when's the last time they had Elden Ring come out?
They had some DLC in the summer, but it came out last year. I think no, this came out 2 years ago.
Okay, download content. How much did they download content?
It was like $50. It was kind of expensive.
Okay, so in other words,
yeah, I remember that. That was pricey. They should have bought that. That should have helped. But again, you only own 10% of the company. Go ahead, Tuck.
But you know what? The thing about it is, like we always said, Sony's broke, man. Sony's broke. Kadokawa, they broke too. Man, if you look at their stock market, their stock is down too, real bad. So that's the reason why they was looking to be bought off. But they wasn't gonna let Sony come and buy them out. Not like that. Sony, like you said, Sony don't have the money. Sony do not have the money like Microsoft, and they never will. And I mean, I understand that Kadokawa want to turn around and keep it in the Japanese family, because that's how they do things. But eventually, I mean, 10%, guys, 10% ain't shit, and you know it's not. So they can't. I mean, so these damn ponies out here, we all know what these ponies are gonna say. Oh, you know, we got shares in Kadokawa. You know, we run Kadokawa. No, y'all don't.
That's a joke compared to what Microsoft has done, though.
But you know they are. You know they're gonna try to run that to the bit. I'm like, please, guys. I mean, hell, hey, I thought it was more than that. To tell the truth, when I just saw it, I said, like, because I just saw it before I came on, and I said, like, okay, I said they bought a big number of shares, but all of a sudden, 10%. Shit, that ain't nothing. And the thing about it is, and I'm glad to see them not do it, because if they would have did it, they would have been giving away their freedom. Sony had done bad business practice all this year and last year and the year before that.
Yeah, Tuck.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you off, but just to add context, one word, Bungie. Look at where they're at now, but continue.
That is true.
Yeah, Bungie ain't going nowhere. Should they still own Bungie?
Bungie's basically a support studio now for them.
So Sony don't have nothing to stand on right now, man. And it's like what my boy with the gun. Sega Man said that they should have been doing this shit years ago, but now it's too late. It's almost too late in the game to do it. I don't know what they're gonna do. I know that Horizon Lego game didn't do shit. It didn't do a damn thing with PC or Sony. Other Sony people, they didn't buy it. Like I said, we're the only one. Let's just put it like this: we're the only one in the industry that's buying games right now. Them and Steam. Them and Steam, the only two that's buying games right now. And the thing better than like we always said, that when you got the Game Pass, you can't help but love it. You can't help but love it. Hell, I bought Indiana Jones. I bought Indiana Jones for I think for $35 when it first came out. Okay, that's saving me money. But on the other hand, what is Sony doing for you? Sony ain't doing shit. Sony just keep on doing the same old. But now they got to try to change their damn practices around to try to survive. And I'm hoping for myself and for Sega Man's sake, and for
They're doing good, Tuck. They won Game of the Year, Astrobot.
I hope they fail on every damn thing. Oh, that's a joke. I'll get to that later too. You know that? Hey, I'll play this, y'all. That was their show. Out of the whole damn year, Sony wanted this show. People wanted Sony to have a show. That was their show for the whole damn year.
Yeah, Tuck. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Actually, Six Layer is asking this. Why is Astrobot the least selling game of the year in a decade? Can you answer that, Tuck?
Wow.
That's a dark
Six Layer
question.
throwing shots. That was huge.
Damn, go on, Six Layer. Damn.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
That's a good
Go
one.
on, Six Layer. Damn.
And another thing I want to ask you too. The black man, what's the name game? The Black Man Wolf game. Oh, that mother right there, he was living.
That's close enough, Tuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going. He's pissed off. He said he ain't gonna never come back to that damn show.
Hey, did y'all hear that?
Because he know they should have won Game of the Year too.
Did y'all hear that? I just happened to look up. It was on the show. Alana Pierce said that they were actually crying, and it wasn't happy tears that Astrobot won. They were actually disappointed. And, it was just something here. I heard it on the slide, but go ahead.
Yeah, they were. And I don't blame them. Hell, Bone, Mr. 100 and went on a Dragon. They was at the damn show.
Shout out to 100 in the chat, by the way.
Yeah. In fact, we were talking about 100 today, and like you guys are talking, Sony they back to their smoke and mirrors thing. Mm-hmm. And like we always say Sony is looking for mind share, Hebot's famous thing, and that's what they're doing. They figure if they buy or a large stake, or they really wanted to purchase Kadokawa or whatever, everybody will start talking about it and start getting back on that mind share bandwagon of what they're doing. And when you look at Sony, and 100 always talk about Sony as smoke and mirrors, and they just shifting consoles from one warehouse to another and calling it a sale, because it's not a reflection of the games that they're selling at all whatsoever. And the only thing that's keeping Sony afloat is residuals from the NCAA football game, NBA 2K, Call of Duty, and Madden, because they can't sell their own software, and software is where you make the most money. So they're getting and I hate to talk about your best friend Colin Moriarty, but Colin always talk about Sony has a percentage of this and a percentage of that. You own nothing, bro.
Exactly, a percentage. When ownership is the way to go, folks. There's a reason why people say it's better to own a house than to rent. an apartment. There's, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why Microsoft is buying publishers and developers, buying them, because they learned last generation all this. Hey, we're gonna have a partnership and release 1 or 2 games, and if the game don't sell well, the developers want to put their games elsewhere and all this other nonsense. That wasn't working for us. So now Microsoft like, screw it. If games are going to go elsewhere, we might as well be the sole beneficiary of it. Let me tell guys, to piggyback off Zink and Tuck here, it is better that to own the game, get 70%, cut that 20-30%, keep that 80-70% of the revenue for yourself, and have some of the biggest profits in company history, than it is to, we got this partnership here, guys, release a time exclusive that don't sell, and then everybody's in dire straits financially. But continue. I think it was Zink who was speaking.
We can let Tuck keep going. I jumped in on Tuck.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Continue, Tuck.
Well, I'll take Tuck's spot. Hey, and how about this one thing? Like I can't sit and listen to a podcast anymore, but I'll read a title and I'll listen in for a second before I have to get out of here, right? So there's this thing going on now with a bunch of YouTubers. And of course, you don't have a show unless you're talking about something Microsoft. And everyone's talking about the games that are Microsoft games that are going to PlayStation. Okay. What games does Sony have? So they don't have anything, and they started this anyway with MLB. That was a huge game, and people want to just let that go. But here's the thing. At least Microsoft are making games that could possibly go over there. And then if they do go over there, they're so stupid that they're going to wait and pay $70 for a game that's coming in 2 years, 6 months. So what it's illustrating is the intellect of the PlayStation owner and how stupid they are to wait to pay $70 for something that we're getting free from day one. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So how stupid are you? So, and then once they make another 70 or 80% off of said game that they're going to have on the PlayStation, it's going to be reinvested back into the Xbox division. So they're just going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So what's the point? Why is this? It should be a conversation of why is Sony so stupid to do this? Hey, where's factions at? Can anybody find this? Since Sony is doing so great, Destin, why can't they make factions? Where are the games? I hear YouTubers
that game's canceled.
Why can't? Oh, look, I listen to Plume Network. They can make Resistance. They can make Killzone. They could make SOCOM. They're trying to get ideas from YouTubers, dude. They can't make games. They don't have the personnel to make games anymore.
This is how bad they are at making those type of games. They purchased freaking Bungie, and ruined them within 2 years.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a great point.
And Bungie can make some good shooters. So
I wish Bungie would have stayed with us, man. I wish they would have never left, bro. I'm serious.
It was twofold, Sega man. It was Bungie was a little jealous.
Hold on. Sorry, man, but 100, man, you drunk? It's not Sonic. It's Sony who can't afford these companies. I know you put down the. I know you just got off work, but put down the alcohol, homie. It's Sony.
You on that Hennessy, nigga?
You don't want to know what popped in my head when you said that.
Hey, I got your back 100. It was just a typo.
Yeah,
I know. Unlimited put them on Super Blast. That was great. That made me forget what I was saying.
No, I was just saying, Zink, man. I just wish they would have never left, brother. I mean, right. I know they had their, but they should have never left, man.
They didn't have to. It was twofold. And I understand it. I understand it, and then I don't. But it was an argument because Gears jumped off. Halo was way bigger. They gave Cliff B and that Gears team a huge bonus, and here Bungie is. It's like, hold on, bro, where's our cut at? So a lot of them got offended that they didn't get that same money treatment that the Gears people got. So a lot of them wanted to leave, and they all left. And that terrible business person, Bonnie Ross, brought 70% of those cats back. Okay, including the writer. And it started off bad because they lost Joseph Staten 6 months before the Bungie game Destiny even released, because they wanted to change his story around that he created. So it was all messing up over there. But I agree. I wish they would have, if they would have been super powerful had Bungie stayed. But it was a lot of pride going on there. And if you created something that great that started your console, yet someone else got a bigger, payday than you did, and your game is way bigger than Gears, Sega Man, our game, I like Halo more, but I play too much Gears, but I understand their point. So,
well, I'm gonna put it like this to you, fellas. I mean, it's Bungie's fault. I mean, hell, Bungie decided they the one that decided to leave. They the one that decided to go Activision. Don't forget they went to Activision. So
yeah,
once it fell over the Activision decided to let them go. I mean, because it looked like this, Destiny wasn't selling all that great. The first one did good.
yeah,
The first one did
it
great.
did real good. And Sega, man, I mean, Tuck, check it out, man. And like you said, they went to Activision, and they just keep on breaking apart as the
Yeah.
years go on. And it's kind of like those of us that remember Ninja Gaiden. And this is why I'd never liked God of War, because it didn't have the gameplay of Ninja Gaiden. And all of these Souls games, they don't even come close to Ninja Gaiden. But that team broke up, and it's never coming back together. So that great game is gone forever. So the last 30% of the Bungie guys, where are they? They're all over the place now. So
Yeah.
Bungie is not even Bungie anymore.
No, they're not.
It's kind of
No,
like
they're
a
not.
Limited's game that he liked, where the studio broke apart. And E-Rock and I, we like Redfall. That studio broke apart. So it's
Yeah.
never going to be the same now. So we
Uh,
had to let it go. So it's it's
Yeah.
just over. An era is gone.
Yeah.
No, great.
I mean, it's a sad story, but Cliffy B, he wanted, he just, I don't know, man. I mean, they went on, they try to make that one game for Sony, and that flopped for him too. So
Just say it, Tuck. He got arrogant. He even got
he got real arrogant with the doggone thing. So
Yeah.
so he
He's a
deserved what
great
he
guy.
get.
He's a great guy. He's a genius. I mean, his parents bought him a computer, and he took the bitch apart.
Yeah.
As a preteen. So it's a wildly intelligent dude, but sometimes power, gets to people. So
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he regretted, not putting it on the Xbox, but he did what he had to do because he
Too
had
late.
to debt against Microsoft. So, but it cost him in the long run. But the thing about it is, I mean, fellas, Sony is, I don't have any sympathy for Sony's ass at all. I mean, and these ponies, I really don't have some sympathy for them, because they can keep on dreaming all this stuff about Microsoft failing and Microsoft is going to get out of the console business. Microsoft's not getting out of the console business.
Yeah.
Hey, Tuck,
they're not.
I love it when Tuck say that Unlimited. He always brings up something important. Hey, just like Phil Spencer said damn near 10 years ago, the best place to play Xbox games is going to be from the console first.
Right.
So now you fast forward all the way to now, Sarah Bond talks about the console. Then Phil Spencer talks about the console. Then Satya Nadella says in an earnings report, I told you guys this before, like in January, he said the Xbox division is where we got a lot of our AI inventions from. And then
Right.
Satya Nadella just had something the other day. He was on something.
Yesterday.
Okay. And here you have YouTubers misrepresenting what he said. Destin Laguerre,
misrepresenting, and they don't know what he's talking about. So
No, they
there's a
don't.
double whammy there.
and then he mentioned about the Xbox innovations, about their console work. Okay.
Mhm.
And so if the main guy is saying what we're doing, why do you think they're going to stop making consoles all of a sudden yet again? And they're continuing to say this over and over and over again for the last over 10 years. And for some odd reason, you think they're going to spend $70 billion on something and discontinue this product where it's the best place to play? They just making YouTube content and people need to call them out for it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. E-Rock, man, thank you for joining us, E-Rock.
Yes,
Can you
this
hear
guy.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you guys
Oh,
What's
hear
up,
me?
great.
brother E-Rock? How you doing, man?
Hi,
What's up,
E-Rock.
everybody?
Yeah, E-Rock, man, it's so great you made it.
What's up, everybody? Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Hey, let me get at
I
E-Rock real quick. Hey,
What's up,
E-Rock, when
brother
you
E?
said that, when E-Rock, you
you.
said that to me in the text when, that Xbox thing came up, the year in review, and I showed to the guys the how I was like, man, look at this. So I showed my Gears picture, and I played all of these hours on Gears, right? And so E-Rock texts back, and he's like, damn, he's playing games from 2019 or something like that. Dude,
I mean,
hey, it was
Hey,
so funny, man.
he was so gassed. He was so gassed to the because I'm not on social
I
media.
got one thing to say. Roles for YouTubers. That person's right. Major League Baseball owns the rights to the show. So if it wasn't because of what they did and made Sony do that years ago, Sony wouldn't have the rights to that game too. They told Sony, hey, y'all can keep on making the game, but we want the game to go everywhere.
But
And
that's
that's just
because
what
they
they
weren't
did.
making
And you see
enough money.
it's going to Game Pass.
They
Right.
weren't maximizing profits, so they had to do something different or lose it.
Right.
So-
So, and that was what? And how long has it been on the Game Pass now? Well, at least 3-4 years now.
Yeah, yes. Oh wow, yeah, it has been
Yeah, it
like
has.
4
A lot
years.
of time
Mhm.
has passed on that. Yeah.
So you think if Sony decided that they didn't want to do it no more, they would have lost that. That would have been another profit they lost.
But see, aren't people understanding why Phil likes to own his IP? Why he prefers ownership? It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
reasons like that. Look at the MLB and what's happening with Spider-Man rights and how Disney is
And what
fleecing
happened
them.
us? And what happened to us deal with that one dragon game with the white dude with the headphones?
Oh yeah,
Oh
Scalebound.
yeah, scale bound, right?
yeah.
This is why Phil just won't budge on this subject, and a lot of people keep asking Phil, we want you to get this license and that license, and this. He's not going to do it because he
Mhm.
got burned so badly during the Xbox One gen,
Yeah,
and that's the
right.
reason why.
Yeah. And Adidas Zero, thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna get to your super chat in 1 second. I just want
That's funny.
to piggyback off of Daya. But Daya, Matt Booty earlier this week or maybe last week was talking about the Indiana Jones deal. That was in place before they picked up Bethesda officially,
Right.
and they had to work around getting that as an exclusive, and
Right.
then for pretty much the reason why it's coming to PlayStation seems to be through whatever deals Bethesda had with them. Just little stuff like that is why
Right.
Phil don't do too many licensing stuff. But Adidas 20 with the super chat, thank you as always. He says Sony reps see in Lending Tree trying to get block games from Xbox loan. Meanwhile, Microsoft spending cash on publishers. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much spot on, Adidas. But let me move on to Daya because we got E-Rock here
We did
now.
cut
So
E-Rock off. Yeah.
Yes. We got E-Rock here now, so we got a full panel. So we're going to be a little more faster on the topics. But Daya, as you see on screen here, Sony, and by the way, shout out to E-Rock. E-Rock's the reason why we're here tonight because he sent this morning, and I spent some time reading up on it. I'm like, yo, this would be a good topic to talk about. So shout out to E-Rock on why we even came together tonight. But as you see, Sony becomes Kadokawa's biggest shareholder at a whopping 10%. And again, people, we got to reiterate this. They were trying to buy them. And the best they could do is a 10% share. Womp womp. So Daya, let me get your thoughts on this.
Well, this really doesn't look good for Sony, because in my opinion, I think expansion is what they absolutely need. They've shut down so many studios that they don't have enough studios in order to keep producing enough content for their services. And I'm not talking about their streaming services or whatever. I'm talking about their cloud services, I'm sorry. But I'm talking about just normal function of their platform. I mean, look how long it's been since they had a game. Now they had the Astrobot. This is a game on a smaller scale, and as we can see,
It's a
most
tech
people
demo.
over there on the platform did not support Astrobot, despite it being quote unquote game of the year. Okay. So game of the year is not going to save Sony. They can try to do that backhanded deals with Keeley all they want, but that's not going to help them sell software. They keep running into a wall. Nothing, everything they try to do doesn't work, whether it's Concord, whether it's the money hadn't, which is drying up. You best believe it's drying up. And this is why, in my opinion, that is not an avenue they can keep turning to, because they see that too. They understand that people are starting to get the understanding that, hey, you know what? Yes, they have sold 60 million consoles, but nobody's buying the games. This is starting to get out, because you're hearing more and more people are saying, no, we don't want to do it. And Sony used to be in a position where they can leverage people to a degree. Like, look at the PS5 Pro. And this needs to be brought up.
Mhm.
That they want
I'm
people
glad
to
you're bringing that too.
they want people to create a pro version, right? And nobody sees the value in doing that. Like, no one is doing it. The pro,
Dear,
uh-huh.
one of those developers probably said, Sony, why don't you do it? They're not even doing it.
They're not. That's true. That is absolutely true. They're not even bothering with it. So, I mean, this is a bad sign, because you know how Sony used to strong arm other developers and publishers to do what they want. Now that's waning. And this means that whether people want to accept it or not, their position is weakening. And so, how does this tie into Kadokawa? Because they understand they're slipping as far as this, what they perceive as the first place position. They are. And I'm going to tell you who their biggest threat is coming up. It's not really Microsoft yet. Okay. Next year is going to be a bloodbath, but it's not them. It's Nintendo. That's who's coming on their heels. And when Nintendo gets out there and they come with all their games, they're going to destroy Sony. I've said this before. Nintendo is a greater threat to Sony than it is to Xbox. Xbox is comfortable in this spot, but PlayStation is in a much weaker position. So right now, let's look at 2025, for instance. Sony is looking at Xbox coming with this avalanche of games. Right now, it's like, it's blinding people. We see it, all these games in 2025 alone. It's about to hit Sony in a way that they've never seen before. I don't think they've ever seen anything like that before from any publisher. I don't care who it is. And this is coming. That tsunami is about to hit. And when it does, they're going to, like a parasite, plant some of these games within their own ecosystem, still enticing their own gamers to look at the place at this Xbox side, because they're going to still be dry. Next year is another dry year for them. If they're lucky, they might have, I don't know if the Ghost Yotai is coming out, or I don't know which any of them games are coming out, because I don't know if it's any dates to any of those games. Wolverine, Ghost of
That ain't coming
Yotai.
out. That ain't coming out.
I know. That's what. Do anybody even know when these games are coming out? So I don't know what they're going to have next year. I know what they're supposed to be making, and it ain't a whole lot of games. But when they're coming out, I don't know. Nobody knows. They're not having showcases and stuff. Nobody knows. So all we know is Xbox is pushing it in your face. We got these games coming out in 2025. They're not scared to even say it. Right now, Sony's got to be terrified. And then this is from the Xbox side now. Again, parasites planting little eggs inside of, their ecosystem, getting people to more and more want to invest in the Xbox. Now let's look at the other side. That's their front. Who's coming up from their back? Nintendo. And Nintendo can entice people to come over there too. Look at the type of games that they make. If you care about the game of the year contenders and all that stuff, from the Keeley perspective, then you're going to have it in the Nintendo games. Nintendo, when they come out swinging. That
Hold on,
much is
isn't
certain.
Nintendo leading in console sales anyway?
Yeah, they surpassed
Yeah,
Sony.
yeah.
Yeah, they
So
surpassed them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Sony ain't leading in nothing. Sony is
No,
leading in mind share. They're the
mind
mind
share,
share
exactly.
leaders.
Exactly. But they're losing in every metric. You know, the console thing, Xbox is long since that is I don't want to put it that they don't care about it. They just don't rely on it solely like Sony does. They have other
Well,
ways
Yeah,
what's
to
it
they
say?
don't
get
have
The
to.
revenue.
Sega Man says it all the time on his podcast. The console's not where the money is. So and Xbox knows this. Everybody knows this.
Well,
It's
it
just
is.
Xbox are the only one to be like, all right, screw it. You know, we're still gonna sell a console, obviously, but
Mhm.
let's make our money from every revenue share we can, or every revenue opportunity we can,
Right,
instead
right,
of
Yeah, they
limiting
know what they're
everything
doing.
to a box.
right.
And I know it pisses y'all off, but I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm telling you guys because I want you guys to be happy with the new status quo. But you guys got to get out this console war mindset immediately. That stuff is over.
Yeah, it's over.
You
And the
know.
reason
Yeah,
why it's over because Xbox said we don't want to play that game anymore. We don't want to be stuck to console only. They don't mind console. They love console. And by the way, console is important to Xbox in that
Mm-hmm.
that's where their biggest Game Pass subscribers are. Like they give more
yeah,
Correct.
numbers
I was
there
waiting on that.
than any
It's
other
their
area.
foundation.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they're
It's
giving up on that, you know.
it's no, they never they can't. They,
Yeah.
it's their
It's these people have absolutely no sense of anything. So their mentality is that if these console makers aren't acting like only the console exists and specifically cater to them and only to them, that they're doing them a disservice. No, guys, they got a business to run. And the truth of the matter is, there's only so much they can make off us console gamers. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
correct.
right.
And here's the key thing here. And like I said before, I have to listen to a lot of earnings calls. And here's the thing. The thing is, I said before that, of course, software is king, subscriptions are king. Even the cars that's coming out, like Super Cruise for General
Mhm.
Motors, you have 3 years of Super Cruise for free. Well, it's not for free. I'm sure they price it in the vehicle, but you're going after that, you're going to have to pay monthly for Super Cruise, like you have to pay for Tesla's full self-driving. They've
Mhm.
even incorporated this strategy into our vehicles. Okay, and we talked the other day on somebody else's show, and Hebot was there, Sega Forever, and talked about how Netflix got started, and they have all of these subscriptions. Xbox is killing it with subscriptions. So, and you're like Sarah Bond said, you're going to make money off of different games within this subscription. So you're just continuing to make money over and over and over again. And when Phil Spencer said there's a ceiling in the amount of people that buy consoles, there's a ceiling in every product. But once you hit that ceiling, now you have to move to other venues. And that's all they've done. But they're continuing to make money off of residuals from everyone else, and people just don't see it.
Right.
Meanwhile, Sony can't do that. And E-Rock's friend Mark Cerny was talking today or yesterday, and he said, well, we're getting into things now with AMD and machine learning, and we're getting into this process, bro. Microsoft talked about machine learning years ago, and now you guys see it's a real thing. Okay.
Right.
When
That's
you
true.
see Amazon, Google,
Yeah.
Meta talk about machine learning, and Nvidia talking about machine learning, now you see what Jason Ronald was talking about a long ass time ago. Now it's real to you. Sony, you're late.
And that's absolutely true too. They are late.
Mhm.
And I
very
just want
late.
to wrap up because I want to get E-Rock in here, but I'll say that this is a very troubling sign for Sony. They cannot they in order to compete with Xbox, they need to be able to purchase what they need, just like Xbox has to, and they can't do it. So look,
Dia,
I'm
I
telling you
thought they
guys
were the
now.
market leader. Why can't they buy what Microsoft buy? I
Well,
caught Dia in a lie. She didn't think I was listening.
so the point is they can't keep up with the amount of games that Xbox is coming out with. And I'm telling you now, people are seeing this more than ever before that the quality of games that come out from Xbox is stellar. Despite what people will tell you out there, if you guys will play the games for yourself, you will understand that Hellblade is an excellent game. That was an excellent game this year. I had a wonderful experience with that.
It wasn't
High
up for game
quality.
of the year. So what you talking about?
It wasn't an Astrobot, but it was a great game. And we know how Indiana Jones came out, but people overlook how impressive Microsoft Flight Sim was. Again, it broke boundaries that the last game did. You know, the games that they do, no matter the type of game that they make, whether it's Age of Empires, it doesn't matter. Okay, they make excellent games from a racer to whatever. They do excellent games, so they're not just producing a lot of games. They're not just producing what they will call Game Pass fodder. They're making excellent games, and it's putting the fear of God inside of Sony. Okay, so this is what they're facing. They're facing that on one end and facing Nintendo on another. I think next year is the year that they start to really feel the pain, and I think that this, in my opinion, was one of their last hopes. They needed a game like Elden Ring, and it's the fact that they couldn't even buy this. This is not a good sign for them moving forward.
No, it's not.
Excellently put there, Daya. And before I get to E-Rock, shout out to the chat as always. These guys are fantastic. Lad here says Stalker 2, Indiana Jones. Is that Path of Exiles 2? I'm thinking that's PoE, Path of Exiles 2 are my top 3 of the year.
Yeah, Path of Exiles. I saw a lot of people playing that.
Yeah. Been having an incredible time leading up to Christmas. Yeah, that's the beauty of gaming. You know, there's so much to play. I don't think you could go wrong anywhere. But E-Rock, man, E-Rock, it's so great that you're able to join us. I know that you're the mystery man right now. You're the guy. You know, we search the world for you these days, man. So whenever you pop up, it's always great to hear from you. But you knew this news before me about Sony. The best they could do after trying to buy out Kadokawa's the home publisher of Elden Ring and From Software, the best they could do is a whopping 10%. So let me get your thoughts on this, man.
Oh man. Let me try to get my thoughts together, because man, trying to get me on a podcast is like being back in the 90s trying to find fucking Waldo. Remember that? Where's Waldo? Where the fuck is he rocking? And fucking Other Zinc with his little reference. He comes in the fucking because I'm not on social media no more. So he comes into the fucking chat like 3 weeks ago talking, man, I can't wait to show you guys my Xbox year in review. I'm like, motherfucker, your Xbox year in review is 2018. Why the fuck would you care about this?
Dude, I promise you, I laughed for 3 days on that shit. It was so funny.
This motherfucker hasn't played Stalker. He hasn't played Indiana Jones.
Wow.
This motherfucker hasn't played fucking anything. He hasn't played fucking The Witcher. He doesn't know. He hasn't played anything.
Oh man.
Why are we still talking about this fucking company? It was probably somebody who sent you else who sent you the text. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
It was probably somebody else. It was probably somebody else who sent you the text Unlimited, because it wasn't me. I don't even know who Kadokawa.
No one knew who they were.
Who the fuck is Kadokawa? I'm not even going to try to pretend like I know who Kadokawa is. Why are we still talking about this fucking company? This company should have died 5 years ago. Why? Listen, guys, there's a lot going on, man. A lot going on in my life, man. I got a house falling apart I got to take care of. A senior citizen I got to take care of. You know, fucking my cars, my fucking 24-year-old shitbox Honda's falling apart. Why are we still talking about this company? You know, I'm fucking isolated. I'm in exile. I need a woman in my life. Fucking November 5th, my fellow Americans chose lunacy over sanity. Why are we still talking about fucking Sony? Instead of the intelligent black woman, you voted a goddamn idiot back in office. Why are we still talking about this fucking company? A fucking Superman trailer released today that everybody's going nuts about. And I'm the only guy who saw it. And I'm like, isn't this the same fucking shit we've seen for the last 20 years?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Superman is hopeful. Oh look, Superman is saving people. It's the same fucking thing that Henry Cavill did, only he did it with a suit that didn't look like he got it from fucking Halloween Adventure. Why are we still talking about fucking Sony at this point? Astrobot won Game of the Year. I told you, and go to the tapes. Go to the tapes. I told you Astrobot was going to win Game of the Year when fucking Jeff Keighley announced that shit 3 months ago, because this is a Jeff Keighley move. This is why are we still talking about this fucking company? Why is this Japanese company that is only worth $48 billion still in existence? Why are we still talking about them? Why other thing was like, why can't they buy publishers? Because they have no money. That's why they can't buy fucking publishers. Like why can't they? God, listen, I need for somebody in the fucking comment section with an ounce of brains to tell me what the fuck is going on in 2025 or 2024, or else I might as well just go back to sleep. And that's what I've done. I've mostly slept, because for anybody who takes care of a senior citizen, you should know by now that when they sleep, your ass better sleep. So I'm like fucking Rip Van Winkle in my house. I wake up, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why are we
Yours
still
is
talking
different.
about
Mine is at another house at least, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Oh man, God bless you. You must get a lot of rest. Why are we still talking about this fucking company? Why are we still talking about this company? They released a $1,000 in some markets like Canada and the island kingdom of Paraguay and Pago. They released a $700 console that only now can do ray tracing. Xbox Series X was doing ray tracing 4 years ago.
True.
Xbox was doing ray tracing. The PS4 Pro now, Gran Turismo has ray tracing. Forza Motorsports was doing ray tracing. In race, not in replay, in race 4 fucking years ago. The Indiana Jones update now just got, they thought that only the PC was going to get real-time global illumination. The geeks call it RTGI. But no, there was an Indiana Jones update, and now the fucking Xbox has RTGI because Phil Spencer told us 4 years ago that the Xbox Series X was future-proofed, even though the hardware is static and outdated. That's what happens with graphics chips. But Jesus Christ, it looks like the PlayStation 5 Pro was made just to catch up to the Xbox Series X. Why are we still talking about this company when every game tested by Digital Foundry, which is now a Sony PlayStation website, mind you, every game they showed can barely run at 60 frames per second. Every game they show can barely run ray tracing properly. Oh, well, no, Unreal Engine 5 isn't that well optimized. No, it's just that the PlayStation 5 was always a piece of shit and can't run Unreal Engine 5. So finally, we have Machine Games, the guys who made the Wolfenstein games. They come out with Indiana Jones, which is fucking amazing, by the way.
Phenomenal game.
Fucking phenomenal. I've been playing the hell out of it. If you're an Indiana Jones fan, look, I know you expected this game to be good, right? I actually played the Wolfenstein games. I own a lot of them because I catch the motherfuckers on sale. And I'll get to this whole Sony becomes Kadokawa business shareholder.
No, you're good. I'm enjoying it.
Well, I need to figure out who the fuck Kadokawa is, first of all, Unlimited Production. But first of all,
I need to find out who to give credit to, because all day I thought it was you. I'm like, shout out to E-Rock for giving me something to talk about today.
Video. I sent everybody a video with this same story on it. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, it was you. Okay, my bad, E-Rock. Here I am, you out of retirement, thinking you the one who set us up for the day. My bad.
No, E-Rock asked me to be here because I had to hear this shit.
Yeah, no, continue, E-Rock.
Indiana Jones is fucking phenomenal. Indiana Jones is fucking phenomenal. It is amazing. And it caps off an amazing year that Xbox had.
Yes.
No one wants to talk about fucking Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga, which is pushing fucking. Oh yeah. Want to keep in mind that it was an Xbox game. a developer owned by Xbox, Ninja Theory, who figured out how to fully optimize the Unreal Engine 5.
Yes, they
So
did.
let's
Yep.
stop with all of this
Yep.
Unreal Engine 5 is unstable bullshit because Hellblade 2 Senua Saga is beautiful, it's gorgeous, and it looks amazing. But listen, man, Indiana Jones is just the icing on the cake of what's been a great fucking year.
Yes.
I haven't really been able to get into Flight Simulator 2024, which, for those who don't know, is a completely separate game than the Flight Simulator that came out 4 years ago. This is a
Awesome.
separate game, and it takes up less gigabytes than the
Yeah.
last one did. So listen, developers, do me a favor in 2025. Please learn how to fucking compress files. Could you do that,
Yeah.
please? Because I'm
Yeah.
tired of games being 389 goddamn gigabytes. But anyway,
Iraq, I got the expansion card, and my console only has 25 games because every game's 110, 120, 130 gigabytes. It's driving me crazy.
Don't download Forza.
It's fucking ridiculous. Learn how to fucking compress.
Don't download the
files,
Master
developers.
Chief Collection.
But yeah,
Yeah.
what a fucking year Xbox is having. What a stellar year Xbox is having. And I'm not even going to address that farce, which is the Video Game Awards. I'm not even going to address that lunacy, which is the Video Game Awards, because we all know what that is. That's just basically a Geoff Keighley circle jerk. And
Yep.
why Phil Spencer even sits in there, why he
Thank
even
you.
fucking entertains this shit
Thank
is
you.
still beyond me.
You a
But I guess
mind reader, Rock. I said the same darn thing. You know?
I guess as the head of Xbox, he's got to hold it down for the Xbox brand instead of doing what I asked him to do 3 years ago on the former Exile podcast. Is Phil, you guys have got the money. Get Adam Sessler, get Morgan Webb, dig her out of retirement, wherever the hell she is, and do your own fucking gaming show. Buy the gamers, support the gamers, because the Video Game Awards is a fucking farce. Well, you rock, it's only a farce because Xbox doesn't win anything. Xbox is never going to win anything. So for all you Xbox dudes out there like D-Bots and whoever, well, Xbox don't get the accolades and the praise Sony does. Well, guess what? PlayStation don't get fucking games. So like, what do you want? Do you want accolades, praise, and Metacritic? Or do you want fucking games? Because guess what? Me, I don't know about you guys, but I'm eating good over here. Literally, my refrigerator is full of food, so I don't know what Americans are talking about when, I can't afford bacon. Maybe you can't afford fucking bacon because you got a 2024 Tesla sitting outside, you fucking morons. But you know what? I'm going to get off it because I was pissed. I've been pissed since November 5th, and it's good that you guys haven't called me into any podcast because shit was going to hit the fan. But I'm going to keep it gaming. I'm going to talk about gaming. Why are we still talking about fucking PlayStation? Indiana Jones on the Great Circle is fucking amazing. The voice acting is amazing. I don't know who this guy is doing Harrison Ford, but he's fantastic. The fucking the girl that's playing Indiana Jones' companion is amazing. Yeah. Whoever the guy is that's playing the German guy boss, his performance is batshit insane. Yeah. I don't want to give anything away, but somehow I went from the Himalayas and now I'm in this city called Shanghai during the fucking China versus Japanese war. Who the fuck even knew that China had a war with Japan? I didn't know this. This is fucking.
I knew. Yeah.
Well, good on you because I skipped that chapter in history class. But this is yo man, this fucking game is fucking amazing. It's fun to play. I've been on it nonstop. Now I've been trying to get on the true game of the year, Space Marines. I've been trying to get on Space Marines for like 2 weeks since I've had it. I cannot put down Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is addictive.
Yeah. Sneaking up on these Germans and hitting them with frying pans and hitting them in the nuts with brooms. This game is fucking fantastic. But it has that Indiana Jones feel. And I saw some other YouTuber talking about, well, you know, the switch from third person to a third person to first person is jarring and it's long. And no, it's not. Just shut the fuck up. I've never seen a switch from third person to first person done so seamlessly, done so great. This game is fucking fantastic. And
it's not a criticism for me, but it was jarring for me the first hour or so too. Then I got used to it. Yeah, but it threw me off a little bit too. But it's one thing, but it's not something I'll ever bitch about because it's a game mechanic, right? And it's like, okay, an hour in, I'm used to it. Let's get back to this fucking game.
After you do the first couple of puzzles, and after you go into the first couple of tombs, And after you do the first couple of discoveries, you understand why for exploration and puzzles they did a first person view. You get it. You get it. And he goes in the third person where he's got to climb shit
Yep.
and where he's got to jump over shit. Okay. Oh, I get it now because I was playing today and it was my last mission in Egypt. And there's been a long time since I had real palpable fear in a video game. I think the last time was Sea of Thieves, and after that it was Redfall.
Redfall.
Right.
We talked about that today.
Yeah. Like you're in these tombs and you're hearing noises and you're hearing all of this creepy shit going on and you're hearing Nazis' voices. And I'm like, oh shit, man, I gotta fight more of these motherfuckers. And I'm actually getting scared holding the controller. Machine Gun Games did the damn thing. This game is fucking incredible. Xbox is just having a great fucking year. Xbox they're just doing it. They're satisfying. Listen, I had a conversation. Well, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't have a conversation with anybody else because I don't have anybody else. I had a conversation with myself. I said, E-Rock, you know what? I said, E-Rock, it looks to me like PlayStation and Xbox have traded places.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know some of you kids in the audience are too. Frank Castle said, "Hey, Unlimited, what's your favorite Arkham games?"
Oh, it's Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham Knight. The Arkham games are fucking goated.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about Indiana Jones. If you want to talk about 2018, Zink is here. Zink is your fucking man. We will go over everything that happened in the year 2018. Indiana Jones is just so well, Gunsy, politics are lame, but the only fucked up thing about politics is when your friends, your family, your friends who are Puerto Rican make a dumb fucking decision. We got to live with it for the next 4 years. But anyway, innocent people, women who want the right to choose what to do with their body. The poor Mexicans and Puerto Ricans are going to be deported in the next 4 years. Yeah, it's going to affect them greatly. But anyway, this fucking Indiana Jones game is so goddamn well done. And everybody was so surprised. That goddamn fucking buck-tooth, gap-tooth, goofy-looking Ryan McCaffrey from IGN, supposedly the Xbox dude, and even Paris Lilly. Oh, we're surprised. Xbox finally has a good exclusive. I'm like, where the fuck have you been the last 4 years?
That came out their mouth.
Yes. That's why I don't watch any of these guys.
Facts.
I didn't know that. This is my
Unlimited. I have no choice. The goddamn YouTube algorithm sends me these fucking videos. I type in a video about how to fucking stop your Xbox controller from cutting off. Here comes all of this bullshit. Oh, Xbox finally has a good game. So you guys tell me you missed fucking Halo Infinite.
Everything.
You missed the Medium. You missed the Gunk. You missed all the shit. You missed all it. You missed fucking Forza Horizon 5. You missed all these fucking games. Starfield, Ravenlock, and now in 2000. Yeah, tough.
I tell you what really trips me out of the Indiana games. The Indiana, I'm in Egypt right now, and you actually send the heat wave.
Yeah, yep. It's just well done. It's well done.
I'm like, I never seen nothing like that in a video game.
And if you reach a boundary, like the video game developers of every video game don't want you going too far outside the game. When you reach the boundary of the game, Indy just says, "Oh, it's getting real hot." That's real clever. It's real clever that they did it that way instead of you disappearing and being back in the game. This game is so well done, and everybody's so surprised. Oh, Xbox finally got a good exclusive, and I'm like, "Are you
all that does is expose that they don't play on Xbox, and again, why they're so relevant to me." Because no way in hell you play on Xbox all these years, and this is the only game that you like. No, I'm sorry. Nope, don't believe it. Don't buy it for a second.
It's such bullshit. It's such disingenuous. And as I sit here in my house in my fucking never-ending exile, and I see these fucking YouTube videos that YouTube sends me in the algorithm, and I see the stupidity of not just gamers, not just Americans, but just the stupidity here. Just in general, like just mass stupidity. Oh, well, Xbox finally have a great game. And like Unlimited said, it just tells me that you haven't paid any attention to gaming or haven't been gaming the last 4 years. But yes, Indiana Jones is great, and it shows what can happen when a developer takes their time. A developer learns how to compress files. A developer learns how to optimize a machine, the Xbox Series S and X, to its full capabilities, and how to use ray tracing, and how to use a Someone said Hellblade 2 is not that optimized. It's only doing 30 frames per second on a console. Well, Cygnus, that's because it's a game that moves slow. It is a slow moving
He's a
game.
troll, dude.
Oh,
Don't pay no attention to him, man.
yeah. Hellblade. You know what? 30 frames per second on console. Like,
hold on. Sorry, Timothy said baby steps, phone stars. Those are games you don't want. I mean, fair enough.
Nothing about that.
Listen, Timothy, I'm still pissed. Zink scared my ass to watch that Baby Steps Taylor.
Yes.
Baby Steps Taylor, a trailer, and I'm never going to forgive him for that for the rest of my life.
And you know what, Signa? And Signa, you know what? Baby Steps, Foam Stars, they're all games that are well optimized. So you can go you can go have a good time with that shit. Fucking not. Why would you need a slow moving game just telling a slow moving story to run at anything more than 30 frames? In fact, you guys didn't even notice 30 frames per second until YouTubers told you to notice 30 frames per second.
You told them.
And now,
exactly
how it works. And now check this out. Now what I'm hearing now is that they're gonna do a Killzone version in Helldivers 2.
What?
I heard that.
Content,
I didn't know that.
like Killzone to Helldivers 2.
Well, it's a game I don't play and don't own. So
why? Again, the question still stands. It will stand. It stood in 2020. It stood in 2021, 2022, 2023. 2024, which I didn't realize those years were the calm before the fucking storm. Why are we still talking about PlayStation? What have they done since 1990, the 1990s?
I'll tell you what they did, E-Rock.
Why are they not relevant? Oh, they won Game of the Year. Game of the Year is like your kid winning fucking the best participation at fucking kindergarten. They handed you a fucking blue ribbon for nothing. Like what? So Sega Man. Why?
They brought you a great new PlayStation 5 Pro that can only do 30 frames per second, brother. They're doing their thing, man. See, you got these guys coming on here, right, trying to troll my brother, Unlimited Productions, always trying to damage control things with Xbox, but this dude won't come on here and say their own people that the corporate slaves that they suck Digital Foundry's cock. They don't say how they're going on there telling you that the PlayStation 5 Pro is running games at 30 frames per second, but nah, they won't bring that up, but they'll bring up things always about Xbox, but they will never bring that up. See, he ain't going to say nothing about that. And if he does say something about it, he's going to damage control it. You know what I mean? Right. So this is what I'm talking about. When these dudes come up here talking stupid shit like they do, you know, you could tell that these dudes don't really play Xbox, like Unlimited said earlier, saying that they finally got a game. You know how many games we had that been doing 60 frames per second, all right, and 4K. Now, you tell me, Sickness, how many games does PlayStation 5 Pro have, my brother, that's doing 60 frames per second, my dude, at 4K? You tell me that, brother. Locked.
Zero.
You don't have none. So when you come on here, dude, you better come with your A game. Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Sega Man, you and I will be collecting Social Security in another couple of years. Why are we having this conversation with these children? Why did someone sit down for an
talk
entire...
all of this doom and gloom shit?
Why?
E-Rock, I'm so pissed at... Hey, E-Rock, I hate it when people send me AARP emails, dude.
Well, Zink, do you know why they send it to you? Because you're fucking 56. That's why they're sending you AARP fucking mail.
All the time, E-Rock.
You're fucking 56. Yeah. That's why you're getting fucking AARP mails. And your dentist is asking you now, do you have fucking what's that disease, gingivitis? That's why you're getting asked all this shit. Why are we still talking about PlayStation? Yeah. Why is Dreamcast guy still making videos saying Xbox is dead? Xbox has been dying for fucking 20 years, according to y'all. Why did someone have an hour-long interview?
Xbox died and have the greatest profits in company history. Unlimited. Look, man. I wish I could fail the way Xbox does.
Oh my goodness!
I'm trying to figure out how to fail that bad.
Me too, bro.
Well, Unlimited Production. It was well established November 5th that we're not living in reality any fucking more. Yeah. So why would Xbox making billions of dollars every fiscal quarter be as important as Sony selling 55 million consoles when they lose about $300 on every fucking PlayStation 5? So why would anything like profits? Why would anything like Game Pass being a huge success? Why would anything like Satya Nadella, interview that everybody should have watched? I didn't watch it, but I saw him in an interview, and I'm
I
like,
talked about it yesterday.
you know what? That means a lot that the head of Xbox is doubling down on Xbox gaming. That means that they've got the board of directors backing them. Satya Nadella is talking some important shit, and instead of people watching that interview, somebody did an hour-long interview with Mark Cerny.
Oh my
Mark
goodness.
Cerny,
Did you see that?
why are we still Zinc? Why? Why would I watch? Mark Cerny lied about the PlayStation 4. He lied about the PlayStation 5. He lied about the SSD has magical powers. He lied about PlayStation 5 can do real ray tracing, 8K and 120 frames per second. You lied. So why would anybody with any common sense believe anything you would say? But then again, why didn't this happen? Why are we still talking about PlayStation? Now, if anybody could give me a fucking answer, I'll shut the fuck up. None of you can. Why are we still talking about PlayStation?
I know you heard the person from who making a new Cyberpunk game. He's staying away from the SSDR. He's staying away from it.
That's what Dia was talking about.
The pisser. that
pisser, man, is like a curse.
Hey, you know what? Did you guys?
Yo, listening to E-Rock, man, I'm out of touch because like E-Rock, I'm like you. I deleted social media off my phone. So
yes,
yeah. So the only time that you'll probably like, I'll send. The only time I use it is say sending a link to Daya, for example.
I didn't delete my. I deleted my Insta. I deleted my Facebook.
Oh, I deleted Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on any of them at the moment. So any news I get is because I'm actively looking at games, because I like to read stuff. Yeah.
Well, I didn't delete Instagram. Instagram kind of like deleted me because for the entire month of November I was like, hey America, the fuck is wrong with you? But I see now that Instagram did me a favor. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I do miss my titties and ass, but there's ways of getting on Instagram without, because that's all Instagram was. It was a commercial and OnlyFans. Look, there's a ways of getting on Instagram without being on Instagram. Instagram did me a fucking favor. Look, I'm no longer on social media. I don't have to see J-Dub no more on Twitter. I don't have to see these PlayStation fanboys on Twitter every day. Well, Xbox is dying. Xbox sucks. Well, all you guys are doing is beta testing Indiana Jones for us. Completely ignoring the fact that you motherfuckers. And you know what? Others think I became you for a minute. I was like, I caught everybody in a fucking lie. Oh, I can't afford bacon. The economy is bad. You couldn't afford bacon, you lying sack of shit. But you had $750 laying around for a PlayStation 5 Pro.
I'm glad you said that.
Hey, tell them about it.
All I ask is for the people that I associate with to have some fucking common sense. That includes my mom, my dog, my cat, my neighbor. Have some fucking common sense. Oh, the economy is bad. As you're driving around in a new truck, a new fucking Tesla, as you're buying $200 sneakers, as you're buying a $1,000 iPhone, and as you bought all these YouTubers, you had $1,000 laying around for a PlayStation 5 Pro, but the economy is bad. Listen. This is why I'm asking. Why are we still talking about PlayStation? PlayStation has done nothing. They brought nothing to the game. Yes, they were a great brand once, and I have sung their praises. The PlayStation 1, goated. The PlayStation 2, goated. The PlayStation 3, a huge misstep, not so much. Fucking the cell processor. Does anybody even talk about the cell processor anymore? The PS4, a fucking misstep. Why are we still talking?
Breaking news, E-Rock. They announced more remakes at the awards. They did that.
I have never seen so many remakes or remasters in my fucking life. The Last of Us 2 remastered. Fucking Horizon Zero Dawn remastered. Fucking Uncharted. Drake's prostate cancer remastered. What the fuck is what? And no one says anything. No one says any fucking thing. But Indiana Jones comes out and it's fucking amazing. And Xbox finally got a good game. Did you see the commercial? Your toaster is an Xbox. Xbox is dying. Like what? Like unlimited production. I'm sorry to vent. I'm sorry to rant. I just can't anymore. I refuse at 55 years old, going on 56, to deal with any more. It is fucking stupidity in gaming or in life. I just can't deal with it. I'm sorry. I think when this is all over with taking care of my parents, I'm going to sell my house and move to fucking what's the furthest place that you can move to without either starving to death or being hunted by fucking pygmies? Wherever that is, that's where I will fucking go to avoid any more dumb articles like, oh, what Xbox finally got a good game. Oh, Indiana Jones is coming to play. You guys, listen, PlayStation fans, wherever the fuck you are, you should be on your knees kissing Phil Spencer's balls that he allowed you to get Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't care about the pre-existing deals because Xbox could have went to a court or used their money, which is considerable, to stop that shit. They could have stopped the Call of Duty deal. Like, listen, PlayStation, we're not going to give you Call of Duty, but here, man, here's $400 million. Just go away. Just go away. Here, guess a good boy. No. Shh. Take the here's $700 million. Take that and go. No, here, you know what, PlayStation? Here's $1 billion. Go away. How can you afford to give us $1 billion? We got it like that, bitch. You're not getting Call of Duty. But no, Phil Spencer, he's magnanimous. He's a good guy.
Yep.
He's putting his games everywhere, which only makes good business sense. Let's be honest. It only makes good business sense. Even PlayStation now is I think the news was circulating somewhere that Lego Horizons is coming to Xbox. I'm looking forward to that the way you're looking forward to getting kicked in your fucking teeth with a brass boot. But like fucking, this is what
I won't be buying it. Listen, I got scammed into buying Death Stranding. Hated that fucking game. They stole my $20 and I learned a lesson.
Are you unlimited? Are you serious? Because I saw Death Stranding with $20 and I bought it. Are you serious? It's really that. It's really that.
No. It's not running terrible. I just hate the game because I find it boring.
It's terrible.
Well, unlimited production. It's a walking simulator they praised, but yet they didn't like Hellblade: Senua's Saga 2. I wonder why.
No. Here's the thing. In Senua's Saga 2, you at least played the game within the first hour. In Death Stranding 2, or in Death Stranding, you do fucking nothing. I haven't done a damn thing, and all everybody tells me is the game's going to get good in 10 hours. No. Uninstall. I listen. If I don't do worst game of the, like, our next show is going to be our game of the year show, right? Next Thursday.
Right.
If I did a worst game of the year, it would 100% be Death. I hate Death Stranding so much that I was like, you know what? Horizon's actually not that bad. That's how bad I hated that game. Horizon, the game that I shit on all the time. I literally call Horizon Forbidden Entertainment. I was like, it's not worse than this. This is. Listen, people talking about, man, gaming sucks these days. What's wrong with the AAA industry? They must be playing Death Stranding, because if you play, I'd hate gaming too. If that was the game that I played, fuck it. Fuck.
You know why you hate gaming? You hate gaming because you're making the wrong choices. And I bought Death Stranding because it was $20. You know what else hooked with me? And this is going to be controversial. You know what else hooked with me? It was on sale for $40. Alan Wake 2. Now, please don't get mad at me. I got to get back into Alan Wake 2. But I heard all these great things about Alan Wake 2. It should have been Game of the Year. Oh, the graphics are fantastic and all this stuff. E-Rock, you gotta get it. It's $40. So I get Alan Wake 2, and in my first hour, I'm an FBI agent hunting down clues and doing a fucking autopsy. I said, you know what? My life ain't going too great, but I got anything better to do than to hunt down clues and do a fucking autopsy. I play Indiana Jones or fucking Redfall, a game from last year, and there's action immediately in Redfall. Yes. Look, when I play games, I want to have fun. I want to be entertained. I don't want to look for clues. I don't want to find real broken teeth. I don't want to fucking go and do autopsies. Maybe I got to get back into Alan Wake. I hear Space Marines is fantastic. I can't wait for Space Marines.
That's some people's game of the year. They
say that should have been game of the year.
Yeah. Excuse me. He bought his here. Fortunately, I got I got the free version of StreamYards because I'm not paying $45 a month. So I'm gonna rotate. So I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna rotate somebody.
You can go ahead and put him in because I gotta go to bed, fellas.
All right, good. All right, so that's right. You work at night.
Hey,
have a good night.
Good seeing you, brother Tuck. Good seeing you, brother Tuck, man.
Man.
All right,
right,
brother
Joe.
Tuck.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
Okay.
have a good night, my friend. It's great,
All right.
great hearing from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here too in a second, but I
you
want
Yeah,
to
don't
yeah,
say,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
you
yeah.
start running
Yeah,
out of
we're
here. You stay right where you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We're gonna have Hebot speak on the topic, and then we're gonna wrap it up. This was just a one-topic show, because I
Right.
didn't want it to be too long.
that's
Because
cool. I'm
I
glad
did
you
a solo
did.
show. Yeah, I did a solo show yesterday. So today I want to get the band together. Hear you guys out, talk to you guys for a little bit.
Hey, I wanted to get at E-Rock with one thing. He
Yeah.
talked about a lot of good things, and I wanted to say, did you guys see his unlimited production unboxing of the PS5 Pro? And he bought all of the accessories to it, and I think it was over $900.
Hold
Bro.
on.
Who did that? Who did that?
Did he say unlimited production? I didn't
Yeah,
buy the PS5 Pro.
No, Destin Legary did an unlimited production unboxing. You know how you do your unboxing.
Yeah, he said
your-
how you
your-
do it.
okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
he-
about to say, like, what the
Show
fuck
it
are you
off.
talking about, Zink?
yeah,
Explain every little thing,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
You
trying
mean
to
the-
buy a house, guys. My days of spending games on video games are done for a while.
You mean to tell me he
Smart
spent
man.
$900 on a system that can only do 30
Bro.
frames per second, my nigga? What
Yes.
the
Hey,
fuck?
It was
hey,
hilarious.
Hey, limited production, man. From one friend to another, man. If you're gonna buy a house, do yourself a favor. Get it someplace warm, like fucking Miami. Don't.
Dude, I live in Houston. It's been
it's hot.
it's winter right now, and it's like 70 degrees. I'm
Right.
good.
Unlimited
Yeah,
just got back from golfing.
what city was that in Texas that had that fucking snowstorm and your whole infrastructure
The
went down?
whole thing. But that's
That was,
crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Unlimited was in
that
that.
never happens.
Unlimited was in that.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Because
that was crazy.
I've lived in Philadelphia all my life, man. I've loved it, but I came to one fucking conclusion. I am over this winter shit. I'm over every year having to get heater.
Wait, yo, wait a minute though, E-Rock, man. Now, you got some nice scenery down there, though. You know what I'm saying, bro? Some nice
What
scenery
scenery?
down there, man.
What scenery? It's like
Some nice
it's like-
scenery down there, man, in Jersey and Philly, bro. I can't go into deep. You know what I mean? There's some nice scenery down there, man.
well, I got news for you. It's nicer scenery down in Miami, and it's fucking warm.
Yeah.
The only thing they got to worry about is if it gets too hot, you buy an air conditioner and a fan.
That's a lie. Call
the
E-Rock
beach-
line again. They got Ron DeSantis down there in Florida, dude. You better stay your ass out of that state right there.
You know what? They got Ron DeSantis, but up here we got Philadelphia Gas Works, and when your heater goes out, they never come out. So guess what? Ron DeSantis is looking really, really good right about now. So yeah, unlimited. Get your house someplace warm. Do yourself a favor. Just trust me on this. It's relevant to the conversation. PlayStation is not relevant.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. That was clever. That was clever.
Yeah.
But he bought. You there?
Yo, what's up, buddy? What's going on?
all right.
Hi, Heba.
Hey, he bought.
What's up, E-Bot?
We're gonna get your thoughts on this, and we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. I'm not trying to do a 2-hour show.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ruin the parade. I just noticed that you had sent the link.
No, man, you didn't ruin the parade.
What's
yeah,
up? What was the subject? What happened now?
Yeah. So it's
You
the
mean
only
the
subject.
PlayStation fans are like James Gunn's fans with the fake hypocrisy with Superman?
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Hebot, listen. You know, Hebot, listen. You know,
I made a reaction video, man, and throughout it, I'm like, why isn't he smiling? Why isn't he smiling?
Well,
did you see
sure
that
he was
fucking
the first one to notice. I'm pretty sure he was the first one to notice because the hypocrisy has. Listen, I don't give a fuck about John Williams' theme song and a spooky looking Christopher Reeve. Let it go. Like Batman can have all types of identity and they still love the movies, but Superman for some reason, if it's not associated with Christopher Reeve or John Williams' score, it's not.
Look! He looks really different as Clark Kent. How can you not tell in any of the movies that fucking Superman is Clark Kent? He's fucking 6 foot tall, has dark hair and blue eyes. Listen, I'm not knocking. I love Superman, the movie 1978. And yes, Christopher Reeve, he went in as Clark Kent. But like, really, Lois Lane, you couldn't tell that this motherfucker was Superman. So it didn't make any sense then. It didn't make any sense in Superman Returns. It didn't make any sense in Man of Steel. It don't make any sense.
Man of Steel Lois figured out Superman pretty quick.
Yeah,
Thank you. And you know what? And Unlimited, thank you for saying that. You know why? Because Zack Snyder didn't want to insult your fucking intelligence. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There are some things about it. Yeah, I made a reaction video and Hebot saw it. So there are things I was positive about, but what lost me was the fucking suits, especially Green Lantern. When they showed Guy Gardner in the suit, I paused the video. Hebot probably was like, "Yeah." Hebot said, "Hebot, what you were saying about why his suit sucked?" But I'm like, "Oh my!" I gave that shit I gave his suit an F. That it was actually bothered me.
Their suits look like they were from WB or WB. Look cheap.
Yeah.
You know shit is fucked up when that guy's suit from WB looks better. Oh look, Lex Luthor. It's Lex Luthor. He's bald. He was bald to Superman Returns, and y'all fucking hated it. I remember. I was there 18 years ago. I followed.
Lex Luthor looks like fucking Hitman from the game.
Well, listen. I appreciate the actor. The actor's name is Nicholas Hoult. He's fantastic. I appreciate the actors that they got in the movie. I appreciate this guy, David Corn Sweat. They did what I asked. No offense to Amy Adams, but they got a Lois Lane who looks like fucking Lois Lane, right? But like everything in that trailer was shit we've seen before, done better by Zack Snyder. I'm sorry, it just is.
Yes. Yeah. There's a part of the scene where the crowd was jeering at Superman. They threw a rock at his head, and I'm like, yeah, this was already done in Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
You know,
Henry Cavill. I do. I love Superman. Superman is my favorite superhero. Period.
Yeah.
My favorite part was Krypton. That's it. Because he didn't talk.
Listen. We're not knocking Superman. We're knocking Warner Brothers' current regime. We're knocking James Gunn. We're knocking Warner Brothers because Hebot did warn me about James Gunn years ago. We're knocking Warner Brothers' current regime. Warner Brothers is ran by idiots, right? Well, guess what, guys? We know you love the Harry Potter movies and they're immortal. And we kind of hit lightning in a bottle by finding Alan Rickman and all of these great actors to play these legendary characters. These performances, Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid, you can never touch these performances. But guess what? We're making a Harry Potter series. It's going to be based on the books. And our first order of business is to get a black Severus Snape. Good job, Warner Brothers. Good job. Good fucking job. Good. We knew what this shit was going to be right away. Like, listen, you know it's fucked up when Hogwarts Legacy got Harry Potter better than you guys are doing it, right? Because Hogwarts Legacy didn't want to go anywhere near Harry Potter. They kind of stayed away from it. They said, yeah, we're in the same universe. We exist in that same realm, but we're not going to go anywhere near those characters because we know they're so near and dear to your heart. But not Warner Brothers. So let me see what Warner Brothers has done since David Zaslav has taken over. Let me get to Hebot because Unlimited wants to get out of here.
I know David Zaslav.
I know. You got let me see. He fucking he canceled the Batgirl movie and collected a $95 million write-off. They fired all of the actors that we loved: Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and Affleck. They stopped the DCEU. Well, if 100 was here, well, E-Rock, the DCEU needed to be canceled. No, it didn't. It needed tweaking. That's all it needed.
Yes,
it needed tweaking. It needed tweaking. The DCEU was fucking awesome. Nobody asked you to make a Shazam 2. Nobody asked you to do a Blue Beetle. Nobody asked you to make those extra fucking movies that no one asked for. What else did he did? Oh yeah, we're not going to bring back Fantastic Beasts, but we're doing a whole Harry Potter thing, and it's set in the Harry Potter world, and we're going to recast fucking Daniel Radcliffe. How do you recast fucking Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and fucking what's the fucking other guy's name? How do you recast these people? I know a lot of you haven't seen the Harry Potter movies, but other than Lord of the Rings, that's probably the greatest franchise of all time. People fucking cry. People cry. I cry when that fucking series is over. And now you're gonna fucking reach Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is the most stupid, and I love Warner Brothers. They're the most stupid.
I love their IPs, but their leadership is horrible right now.
They put no marketing behind just Suicide versus the Justice League, and they wonder why it didn't do good. You put no marketing. You put no marketing behind the Flash, but you put a ton of marketing behind Barbie. Oh, well, Barbie made $1 billion. Guess what? Disney makes $1 billion every hour. So, like, listen, Warner Brothers can eat a fucking dick. Superman trailer is fucking garbage. Maybe the movie will prove me wrong and make the $1 billion.
I want it to be good because I love DC, but
Right.
Yeah. You know, so and again, my reaction. There are some things in it that I enjoyed about the trailer. But there's also a lot of there's a lot of the reason why I wasn't, you know me, I'm Mr. Positive. And I
So
you
am I.
know, I try to have everything from a positive perspective. But the reason I wasn't just like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, because there's a lot of been there, done that, unfortunately, and I'm hopefully they don't do something stupid like make Zod the villain again. That'll just
What kills me
piss me off.
what kills me is the hypocrisy. Just like you all mentioned, it's just the hypocrisy. Because half of the stuff that was done there was already done. Like when you saw the people angry at him and throw a can at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
All the action things look very hyper action or hyper animated. Like
Right.
Zack Snyder, the only difference they look vibrant instead of dark and gothic the way that because Zack Snyder gave it a more.
Even then, I
Zack Snyder gave it more of a
think
realistic
I
look.
think that dark and gothic stuff is blown way out of proportion. I was rewatching Man of Steel,
but I'm
and
saying
the
that
movie looks.
it's because Zack Snyder made it look more realistic, more grounded. You know what I mean? And this guy's just making it look popcorn. But I knew they were gonna do that because they've been on all years ever since.
Oh, you bought
Yeah, you bought bad, baby.
Hey man, you sound like Roger Thomas, my brother.
You bought them bad. I'm sorry, Unlimited. We didn't mean to make this.
No.
a movie.
No. My other passion is DC. So
Yeah,
that ain't.
but listen, you guys will listen to me and think I hate DC. Quite the opposite. I own every last one of their movies except for Aquaman 2 and Blue Beetle. I haven't had the opportunity to buy them yet. I own a lot of the animated series. I've been following DC since I was a little bit. But Warner Brothers is just. They are just a bad company right now, and it's just it hurts for me to say that because I love Warner Brothers, but everything they do comes from a place of stupidity. Why would you fucking reboot Harry Potter? And why wouldn't you make a Superman movie with Henry Cavill? That's what we wanted. And guess what? You deserve to be clowned by fucking Deadpool. You deserve every bit of that clowning that Deadpool gave you. And back in the day, that shit would have made me so mad. Seeing fucking Deadpool of all people clowning fucking DC when DC gave this nigga his first break as fucking Green Lantern, right? So that would have pissed me off.
You know what also would have pissed me off? Deadpool's just a Deathstroke ripoff. And if writers didn't give him that sarcastic fourth wall breaking personality, he would have just been a Deadpool nobody.
Yes. But we're living.
The Wolverine movie got it though. They got it. The Deadpool Wolverine movie, they got it. They get it. You know what I mean?
That's I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that movie yet because I don't prioritize watching Marvel movies.
Right. But it's good.
So I can't. Yeah, so I can't really speak on it.
They make fun of Disney and the Marvel universe themselves within the movie, and they let them get away with it because they know they're not going to be stupid. It was the movie that made them the most money ever. So they're not going to be dumb. It made them just as much or more than Avengers, right, or something like that.
That's why Sony is about to make a great Wolverine game.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Well, listen, Sony about to sell that shit off. It's everything they made failed. I'm glad they're gonna sell that shit back.
Oh, goody! Will it run 30 frames per second?
Fact.
I didn't mean to get off topic. So, what was the question about?
No, you good? That was an entertaining topic. You know,
that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, but pretty much, you know, I mean, you tend to be the most knowledgeable than us with stuff like this. So Sony was trying to buy Kadokawa, who the publishers of Elden Ring and all that stuff, and From Software. Well, it failed, and they ended up with a whopping 10% share, 10% stake.
Of course,
that's the best they could do. And so we were pretty much talking about all show on how that's a disappointment, because they went to buy out and they don't got the money to pull what Xbox does to keep up with Xbox, and as a result, this is the best they could do. So let me get your thoughts on it, if you don't mind. Kind of keep it concise, because I want to wrap it up soon.
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is Sony does not have the capital, and Kadokawa is not just owned by a particular company. It's like a couple, because the actual company that has the most shares in Kadokawa,
Tencent.
It's fucking not even. Yes, it's Samsung. fucking
But
Samsung.
Sony just went above all of them with their whopping 10%.
Oh yeah, but what Sony wanted to do was basically they want to monopolize the anime scene because nobody's paying attention. Because the American market is not paying attention to what they're trying to do with the anime scene because they own the last anime vendor, venue or section that's available. And once they have control of that, they control all the anime front because the anime makes so much money now. They're trying to make money off of that on that thing. But that's why I said on Twitter, where's the FTC now? Where them on their asses because that's a monopoly.
Here's the thing,
after Microsoft.
That's a real monopoly. That's no bullshit monopoly. That's a real monopoly.
What triggers the FTC is when another corporation complains. But these corporations don't give a shit, especially Microsoft. They was like, all right, bro, hey, you can have it. They're not complaining.
Right. Yeah, but the hypocrisy is there because
Facts.
how is it that it's okay that how is it okay that they do it, right? And just because they're a Japanese company or whatever. But when Microsoft is trying to do something because they're trying to save not only certain developers, but the industry itself, because that's why Phil, I don't know if you guys remember a while back, said, we cannot allow Tencent to take too much control over the scene of the video game scene because they don't understand the gaming industry. Right? I don't know if you guys remember when he said that. Yeah. And he didn't say it in an arrogant way, like trying to say, yeah, because we're bigger than them. No, he was saying it in the sense that Tencent has money, but they don't understand the gaming industry or how it works. They don't know how to nurture it. So if they buy off a lot of these important companies and developers that have been around for a long time, such as, let's say, an Activision, right, as an example, they're going to let it go to the ground and fuck it up because money can't keep a company on the ground, if they don't know what they're doing. And that's basically what he meant by that. And that's the problem. That's the point. So you can buy whatever you want, but if you don't know how to run the business, you're just going to throw it down the toilet and you're going to eventually fail unless you get the right people behind you to help you or back you up. Sense go because they haven't done it to this point. So Sony's just trying to do the monopoly in the anime scene because they know nobody else is paying attention and they're not getting called for it. And that's really what they wanted to do. But if they haven't learned with what we've seen with Final Fantasy, how they already admitted wholeheartedly our biggest mistake was even doing exclusives or trying to do exclusives with Sony this generation with Final Fantasy titles like 16 and Remake because we haven't made no money the way we thought we were, right? Because everybody's betting on that. Oh, it's the leading platform. Consoles could sell, but if you don't sell games, it doesn't mean nothing. And that's the problem, that the PlayStation is the most casual selling console out in the market. Everybody buys it because it's like the brand new pair of Jordans or brand new iPhone, but they don't really give a fuck about the games. You see what I'm saying? Because they just play with everybody, regular.
They play the same 4 games. They play
Call of Duty,
Madden, NCAA, and NBA 2K.
Correct.
Or Rainbow Six, and that's it.
Yeah, same games. Or if it's
and a lot of them aren't even sales. They're just sitting somewhere in a warehouse, and because Sony sold them to a retailer, they count them as sales.
They'll play like, obviously they'll play something like the fucking, what do you call it, GTA,
that comes out.
Minecraft, the same old thing, but they don't.
Xbox game Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. The Xbox
and Minecraft.
I mean, it's just funny because like the people even think that they're going to be able to compete with Microsoft. It's just ridiculous. And, it's like you guys were saying before, they need to be kissing, right, basically Xbox toes, feet, ass, whatever. Because without them, if Microsoft wanted to really be a bunch of cocks and be like, no, we're not putting nothing.
Yes.
They're fucking done. They're done.
He
Did we
bought.
just lose him? Oh wow.
Well, we don't think Microsoft is going to do that. It took me a while, man. I understand what Microsoft's strategy is. Not to drag this out any longer, because I know Unlimited wants to finish. It took me a while to get what Microsoft's strategy is. I finally get it now. And even people like, oh no, it's Alex. Even people like, no, oh no, it's Alex, because I still get some of his videos in my feed. He can be entertaining sometimes. Even he gets it. Microsoft is, again, they are changing gaming. They're changing the way we consume games. Microsoft basically, I'm not going to say they want to be Steam. They see the Steam is successful. Steam is a fucking platform that's across all platforms.
You're missing the company they want to emulate the most, and it's your favorite. It's one of your favorites.
Netflix.
Yeah.
The Netflix model.
That's their goal. That's been their goal for years.
Yeah.
Is to be Netflix.
And the change has been happening. It's been happening really since 2017. I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't paying attention to it. I was one of them guys like Crap Gamer and MGB, like, oh man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Why are your games getting canceled? What are you doing, man? We need ammunition for our war with Sony. And Phil, like, he was always thinking beyond that. I don't know.
The fact before it got too late. That was basically what they were doing.
Yeah, but when you look at what Microsoft is becoming now, Microsoft is becoming a fucking juggernaut, man. They want their games everywhere. They're about making money. All of that shit that Other Zig always talks about that nobody wants to listen to, about recurring profits and games that are making money for Xbox and the platform while Xbox is sleeping. And they don't need to fucking, Microsoft doesn't advertise. They don't need to advertise. Game Pass is our advertisement. Everybody knew where Indiana Jones was. Everybody, there's not a person on earth who didn't know where Indiana Jones was.
So sorry to cut you off, E-Rock, but I got to call bullshit on the advertising thing, because every single person has reacted to that. This is an Xbox ad.
Yes, they did, Unlimited. And what E-Rock is talking about, I pulled an E-Rock just 2 days ago. I'm sitting downstairs and like you're talking about advertising, it's Game Pass. It's as soon as we turn our console on. So it says new games. And I started scrolling through line after line after line after line. I said, I don't have time for this shit. And I thought about E-Rock. I said, we're deleting games.
Yeah.
And all of these games that I see here, I said, well, I hope Unlimited and He-Bop play some of this shit, because I'm not trying none of this, right? It was just game after game. Listen to this motherfucker here. But it was game after game after game. But that's your advertisement right there. And I'm going to be real quick with this. At the top of this whole thing, I told you guys this before, and this is something that I started seeing when I went 100% into the market. Microsoft is in so many things, from cybersecurity to everything, that they have to spread the wealth, because the FTC and the DOJ and a lot of other people were trying to break. They're trying to break up even Google now. They're trying to get Google to sell Chrome, okay? But they have so much, like the NVIDIA's chips, Unlimited, you may know a lot about this, but NVIDIA have these chips that are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, where Microsoft bought so much of them, only Meta is half the way to where Microsoft bought like 400,000 of these things or more, and Meta is like at 200 something thousand. Well, they own so much of everything that they're trying to give all of the companies a piece of the pie. And Microsoft is trying to keep Sony alive by throwing them things, because they know that it's no secret, they don't have anything new. So Microsoft keeps feeding them to keep these guys alive, because
they keep feeding them.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Because let's be real, because of the money.
It's the money too.
Not only that.
True. But check it out. But the FTC.
Before I got cut off,
he about to say your point, and then
No, I'm sorry. I was saying it before my fucking phone cut off. But I was gonna say that my other point to that was what he just mentioned. The other reason why I feel Microsoft keeps doing this, of like, not only because of the money, obviously that's obvious, makes sense, especially with Call of Duty because it makes so much,
It makes a lot, yeah.
and Minecraft, it just prints money, right?
Mhm.
So that makes sense from a business standpoint. Like you just gotta give them a handshake because we didn't get. Once you see the data, you're like, oh, no wonder, right? But the other thing is, imagine Microsoft being the most hated company in the video game space, right? And if they actually took out Sony, flat out, just took them out, here, bow, you guys are gone. We're not letting you stick around no more. Then everybody will look at them as the ones who destroyed Sony. They killed our favorite. You see what I'm saying? And I think they're aware of that as well. And
You
that's why
guys didn't see this, but Lena Khan was on the financial shows, and she
Mhm.
alluded to that being a problem, and the reason Sony is suffering is because of Microsoft. She threw that shit out there. I watched that chick
They
say
don't want to
it.
get like the blame of,
And-
we were the bad
Now
guys.
we know
No,
that Lena
no, so-
Khan made it her job to protect Sony.
She
You
did,
read-
and like I was telling Hebot,
Lena Khan's one of the people who'd be like, if I shoot Hebot, they'll be like, how can the gun company put out a gun so you could shoot him?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's my own.
Yes.
It's Sony's own actions during the situation.
and she's completely misinformed. This
Totally
is all
misinformed.
about business. I said back in 2020 when we started doing the Exile podcast, started talking about all this stuff that was going on. That there was a paradigm shift going on,
Mhm.
and what I mean by that is a shift away from games being console centric, a shift away from physical media, but more than that, a shift away from games being locked behind a platform. PC's been doing it for years. Everybody that's smart has been making their games available across platforms. This whole video games arms race, it is not the 90s no more. It is not the 2000s no more, people. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay if Sony fans and Geoff Keighley and Colin Moriarty will never get it. Because I get it, man. I understand that when things change, it can be disruptive. Well, E-Rock, you're not accepting
can.
DC changing. No, that's for the bad. I'm talking about Microsoft changing gaming for the good. I know people don't understand that things are changing and it's moving so fast, and brick and mortar stores are going away, and nobody's buying physical anymore except for collectors. I understand that you grew up with Sony. I get it. That was my shit when I was in my 20s. I get it, man. You don't want to see these Japanese companies that you love go away. And I'm not saying that they should go away, right? I'm not. Listen, I'm trying to understand your thought process, but we're also trying to. Anytime, goddamn it, oh no, it's Alex. It's like, yo, man, this is what Microsoft is doing, and I get it. This motherfucker's only out for clicks and views for his channel. Anytime he sees what Microsoft is doing, Microsoft is, like Unlimited said, they are becoming the Netflix of gaming. And it's better for all of us. Listen, PlayStation fans, as much as you hate PlayStation, as much as you hate Xbox, isn't it better for you that you're getting Indiana Jones in 4 months? Isn't it better for you that you could play Call of Duty still? Isn't it better? See, listen. At the end of the day, I know. Listen, Crap Gamer. I want to talk to these guys if they were here. Crap Gamer, MGB, all you guys, D-Bots. I know you want to go on Twitter like it's fucking 2005 or 2013 and do your console wars and your list wars and that's what keeps you guys going, right? But dude, that's over. That's over. Unlimited Production said it so eloquently back in 2020. He said, E-Rock, this is no longer a console war. This is a content war. And I said that a paradigm shift was happening. But even we didn't know what the fuck we was talking about. We were kind of on it. We were kind of missing the battleship with our missiles. But like Microsoft, what they're doing is like Hebot just said, Minecraft, fucking all of these games, they are now, other than EA, the biggest third-party publisher on the planet, right? And I think they don't even look at PlayStation as competition. No, PlayStation fans look at Xbox as competition because you're still counting boxes sold. They stopped counting boxes sold because, listen, Xbox don't make any money off of the Xbox.
Nothing.
They're making money off of Game Pass.
Correct.
They're making money off of Minecraft. So when they had success with that, it forced Phil to change his perspective of how they run their Xbox business. And then you knew that Xbox was on to something when that goddamn stodgy ass board of directors, wherever the fuck they're at in Redmond, Washington, when Satya Nadella said, I'm fully behind Xbox, you knew something was going on. Something was going on more than your fucking, oh, well, we got exclusives. Oh, well, The Last of Us. Oh, well, we sold 54 million consoles. Well, if Sony sold 54 million consoles, then these are the same questions we've been asking y'all motherfuckers for the last 4 years. Why did the Game of the Year Astrobot only sell 1.5 million copies?
Yes.
Why couldn't you guys buy Activision? These are simple questions that we've never got an answer to, and we know why. Because Sony is not the company they were. They lost billions of dollars on this shit called the cell processor. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. They lost billions of dollars on this shit called the cell processor that they never got back. Y'all don't remember now because it's been 18 years, but the cell processor was supposed to be in your toaster. It was supposed to be in my artificial heart. It was supposed to be everywhere, right?
It's supposed to launch the space shuttle.
Yes. It didn't happen. And Sony lost. They went from being a $1 trillion company to
a processor was made out of human tissue. Remember that?
They lost so much fucking money, and that explains the third-party deals, the money-hatting shit like Wukong, Black Myth. That explains their entire strategy the last 10 years. Way up in hell, Xbox sucks. Xbox is dying. Game Pass, welfare pass. But ain't nobody laughing when those quarterly financials come in and Xbox is making fucking $3 billion every fucking quarter. Listen, well, E-Rock, what does Xbox making money? What does that do for you Xbox gamers? It gets us fucking Call of Duty, all the Call of Duties. It gets us Indiana Jones.
Yes.
It gets us South of Midnight. It gets us fucking Perfect Dark. That's what the fuck it gets us.
When somebody throw some water on this dude.
Because our games, we don't have to worry about our games disappearing overnight.
Yes. Don't have to worry about them.
Dear, you weren't here 4 years ago when I said, God damn, they just bought Bethesda. They're trying to buy Activision. Xbox is leveraged for the next 30 years.
Mhm.
Now, when I said it, even I didn't know what the fuck that meant. Now we're seeing it. Did you see all those fucking games they announced for 2025?
And with and excellent points there. But with that, we're going to start wrapping it up. And I know you're on fire there, but we're about to hit 2 hours. I'm about to call it night in a minute. But absolutely, actually, guys, this is why I had to get the band back together tonight, man. And I know E-Rock started out with why we even talk about this, but talking about an irrelevant company led to a bunch of brilliant points from you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But with that said, guys, we're going to give our outros. No final thoughts for tonight, just our outros. And but next week, December 26th, we are doing a game of the year show. We're going to talk about our favorite games. And we're also going to talk about pick your 3 most anticipated games for 2025.
Ooh, that's gonna
Zink. Do not name Gears 5.
Yes. No Gears
or Halo.
Hey, what about Sega Man? Why am I being pointed on?
No, because Sega Man, he may play Gears, but he'll tell us if his game of the year is like Indiana Jones or Hellblade. Your game of the year is going to be Gears 5. Spoiler alert, people. That's the game of the year. So pick games that came out at a time, this decade. All right. So with that said, guys, E-Rock, man, give us your outro, my friend.
Hey man, this is E-Rock X. The artist formerly known as E-Rock X. Always great to be here, man. I don't know when these guys are doing a podcast. This time I caught the fucking the message on my phone. But hey, man, it's always great to talk to you guys. You guys have a happy holidays, man. Enjoy your family. It may seem like we're living in dark fucking times now, but always remember, you got your health. Hopefully, you got your family. Love your loved ones. Enjoy the holidays, man, and do like I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, and let the next 4 years take care of itself, please. I don't know if we'll still be here in 4 years. I have no idea about that. But love your family, love each other, and please, somebody, I'm going to have to do it. And I'm damn near broke. Buy fucking Zeke some fucking games from this decade, please. Happy holidays.
We'll work for games, okay?
Oh,
We'll work
man.
for games.
Next up, other Zeke, man. Give us
Hey
your
man,
outro, my
I did
friend.
not have time for this today, but I'm like, man, I haven't talked to these guys in the longest time, so let me jump on here for a few minutes, and I wound up staying the whole time. But
Yeah.
I do have all of the games. I only played Indiana Jones. I got my first achievement, and I left it at that. But I just came on just because y'all were here.
Yeah. And
That's
trust
a
me,
damn thing.
you're a valued member to the team.
That's a
But
goddamn thing.
look, man, Gears is a great game, but we got to beat your addiction to Gears, man.
Unlimited. He got an achievement and he was done. That's a damn shame. Are you even an Xbox gamer?
We talk about the guy who spent 70 hours on Starfield and he's still traveling to Pluto.
That's right.
Everybody else who plays it, you use the fast travel. He's treating it like it's a legitimate space adventure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But Sega man, give us your outro.
Hey man, I gotta say this real quick. It was really good to see brother E Rock here. He bought and Zinc on with us today, man. It brings back the old and golden days of the Exile and stuff like that, man. But on that note, man, hey, listen, if you want to play games that have real ray tracing, come to Xbox, man. Come to Xbox. If you want to play games that are 60 frames per second, come to Xbox. If you want to play games that are 120 frames per second, 4K, come to Xbox. And what I gotta say to that is join us, man, because it's inevitable because we roll, man. Sega man out.
Awesome stuff. And last but not least, Daya4568, the first lady of chat. Give us your outro.
Lady.
Okay, I just want to say that the future looks bright to me for Xbox, and if you guys let these people direct you with those false narratives and stuff, look, Xbox has to change in order to survive, in order to do what's good for gaming, so they can keep making the games we like. Okay, they have to have income coming in, so they have to make the choices that they're making. And I say right now and here, make the choice whether you're going to stay with Xbox or not. But I would suggest this, that Xbox has everything that you will need, and moving forward, since they're not done acquiring, they're going to have even more. So it's my suggestion that you at least stick it out with Xbox to see what their vision will lead.
Excellently put there, Daya.
Nice.
Hey, dear, before we go, listen, I don't mean to get fruity, but if they want to leave, we got to do like most folks say, like, girl, bye. You want to leave? Peace out.
The grass is not always green on the other side,
There's a great listen today. It really gave me an epiphany. There's a great irony to Xbox, want to be this all-in-company gaming company, because if you have an Xbox, you really don't have any other reason to own another platform console.
That's
really
why it's called the Xbox One.
Yeah, listen, it's the combination of Xbox and PC to me is more valuable than Xbox and Nintendo or Xbox and PlayStation.
Yes, absolutely.
Because at least especially for my digital games, a large number of not a large number of them. I got to be honest, only about 50 games, really. But still, that's more games I could play on my PC that I already owned it with Sony, which zero my Xbox owned games I could play on a PlayStation, Nintendo. So that's a better combo than having another console, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So there's a great irony to that, where Xbox is so great right now that I not even being a fanboy, just being as a consumer, as a gamer, I'll be like, dude, just get you an Xbox and stick with it, or whatever even any platform you like, really, but Xbox, because the value is unmatched.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yep.
But with that, guys, you guys have a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas. We're going to be back the day after Christmas for our Game of the Years talk, and have a great night. And we are out.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Bye.
Happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah, and happy Bolivia Freedom Independence Day.